you have no prior sales experience. I mean, your prior to this, you were a corporate executive, more specifically in HR, dealing with internal matters. And then all of a sudden, you sell a shitload of money in real estate.
It's not that much.
Yeah.
But it's significant.
I mean, how many have you sold?
Well, just
properties in Manila.
Just to share with you a little bit of info, there was a bit of statistics that was done up for one particular area of a development, and they were able to pull out which countries were selling well for them. The first two are no-brainers, which would be China and the United States.
Right.
The third place was quite interesting, was Brunei.
We have only 400,000 people.
400,000 people, and we were third place.
Okay. All because of one man.
Apparently. So, not to blow my own trumpet, but that is a significant achievement, which I'm quite proud of. How does one go into sales? There's a saying in the HR world: if you can do HR, you can do anything. It's true.
That difficult, huh?
Because there's an element on this HR world which is strategic HR. Strategic HR needs you to know the work. And you are useless HR if you don't know what is the work of the companies you're working for. So if you can do HR, you can do anything if you know what everyone else's job is.
So define knowing the work. What does it mean? In the context of what makes you effective as a salesperson in real estate.
You never met a salesman that just points a paper at you and say, you buy this one. It doesn't exist. There's an element in the business world where a problem has to be identified, the solution needs to be offered, and the customer then needs to decide, is this a solution that we want to take? And in the world of sales, there is a difference between a business-to-business transaction.
Why do people trust you?
Why not?
Yeah, it's a huge amount of money to place on someone's advice and opinion, and you've been effective, right? Why do you think that people are putting so much money on you?
One is able to communicate openly with each other, and this is the basis of our relationship. I'm very much the same with everybody else. It's very open, it's very direct, it's to the point.
So is it not double-edged sword, especially when you're from a country that that values modesty and holding back and reserve?
Modesty is one thing, but actually being honest is another thing.
Right.
If you say to them, for example, Shaun, I believe you're a very good interviewer, you're naturally gifted in your writing skills. But at the same time, I can throw in a negative if necessary. I don't need to say what it is. But in the perception of the individual, the instant I say that, because I am both extremely direct and honest with people, they know that the statement is true. As opposed to someone that is always going to tell you the good stuff, and in your mind, you're asking yourself, okay, where is the stuff that I need to know that they're not telling me? So
in exposing both the good and bad, are you not taking a chance that because of what you've just said, or have you kicked yourself many times?
No, I tell people very upfront, and this is a common rule with sales. I'm telling you as it is, this is everything that you need to know. Whether you choose to buy or not, it doesn't matter. You can walk away, and there will be no grudges held. And some people walk away.
Do you kick yourself when that happens?
No, it's fine. If a person wants to walk away, it's okay. You have to understand, the transaction, the selling part is the easy part. The challenge is the relationship that follows. If the relationship starts on the premise that that there's already an issue on trust, there's an issue on something that they are not wanting, why do you want to maintain a relationship based on that energy? So if you want to do well, you want to make sure that your partners, your buyers are satisfied, you ensure that the relationship upon entry is based on the best relationship that there is, meaning complete honesty and transparency with each other.
Makes sense. So you mentioned the other part, which is the hard part, is maintaining that relationship. What are your strategies?
When you maintain the relationship, you need to have the right support along the way. The lady that was here that's now guarding the door outside to make sure nobody walks in, she's one of them.
Right.
And how she helps me and our clients is that she helps with the support that is needed for the sake of the clients. And she has within her a group of people that also work together. So it's very important in the nature of the work that you do, that you build your bridges, your connections, your supports, the backbones behind you.
Right.
In everything that one does.
You're either on the camp of your client or the developer.
I actually said this to one developer the other day, a Malaysian developer whom I shall not name names, and they offered a lot of money with the intention that they wanted you to market for them. And I told them straight, in the end, I represent the buyers. You, the developers, are providing a product that my buyers are interested in. Even in the resale market, you, the seller, is providing a product. If my buyers are interested, I will represent my buyers in their best interest on the deal, not you. Though, obviously, the rules of commission is that the sellers are the one that pays.
Right.
Yeah. But protect the buyer first. They're going through you for a reason, not the other way around.
So it's for the very long-term game.
It is. It's very long-term. And the nature of our country is such that you need to have a long-term relationship with everyone you deal with. You and me, 20 years, come on. Yeah. When I knew you, you were younger, less wrinkles. I was chubbier.
Likewise. Yes.